Hello, Virgo, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your November Tarotscope from me, Kim at Expressions of the Universe. And the month is starting off with a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. And the Virgo, sun signs, rising signs, and moons are like, yeah, so what? Maybe it doesn't have much of an effect on you. However, it's supposed to affect everybody. We have to be mindful of some things. I've got 6 decks here that I'll be reading from. I'm giving extended readings for all of us. And my main focus this month is on the full moon in Taurus, which is a sister Virgo sign. It's about manifesting, coming in on November 12th at 19 degrees at 8:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is really, really great for the Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons, because this is going to be an abundant manifesting time. We also have a new moon in Sagittarius on November 26th at 4 degrees, matching the Scorpio new moon at 4 degrees. And so this is about us reinventing ourselves, thinking outside of the box, finding our tribe, finding our place of belonging, innovating, re-innovating ourselves. Now, the Taurus new moon, the Taurus full moon is in the 5th house, and it is the pleasure of the senses. This is us indulging a little bit in those pleasures of the senses. Good food, good fun, good friends, good times. Obviously, the holidays are upon us. Not overindulging. This is about getting out into nature, embracing your earth energy, and getting super present. Not thinking too much in the past, Mercury retrograde, or thinking too far ahead into the future. This is about living in the present. Now, for the Virgos, this will be in the 9th house. This is learning new things, traveling, getting away, definitely, possibly higher education of something that is brand new to you. This is also about having fun and enjoying different people, enjoying different things that you typically don't allow yourselves to do. Your crystal card for the month, it is petalite. And this cracks me up. This just makes me think of somebody that I know. But petalite is a beautiful, very angelic type of stone. This is telling me, call on your angels for what it is that you want. That would be the stone that you're working with this month. Your animal totem card says, sing your own song, and it is canary spirit. And that is so cute. I love that. I love this little card. Sing your own song. So I'm also hearing that for some Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons is sing a different song. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Or you could be telling somebody else's story over and over again. And this is saying, start to tell your own story. Start to create and make a new story. Your healing card, it is third eye chakra. So this is about tapping into the third eye chakra, working with the color indigo. This is about allowing that to open up. So this is why you want to get out into nature. I know a lot of Virgos are nature lovers, but I know a lot of Virgos that are not, and they never come out of their homes. This is, excuse me, about using your intuition, using your inner sight, and dreaming up of a future that would be perfect for you in becoming more abundant and learning how to manifest in a more abundant way. Also, too, the third eye chakra is about our own inner intuition and how to apply it to the outer world. The card that's coming up next talks about ideas preserved. I can't read this because of the lighting. Non-action and entitlement. It is the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen talks about being so rigid and so stiff and frozen in your current mental thought that it's not getting you anywhere. And so this is saying that it's time for you to break out of that mold. The Mercury retrograde. Now, some people believe that Virgo is ruled by Mercury, as well as Gemini being ruled by Mercury. Some believe that Virgo is ruled by Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is about saying that in some instances in your life, you've become so frozen and rigid in your thoughts and your beliefs that you're not willing to open up to anything new. And I can hear some Virgos saying, but no, that's not me. This is a whole new reset, a whole new way of life. You're coming into a time for 2020 where everything is going to be changing. Everything's going to be changing very fast. So if you remain rigid, then you won't allow yourself the opportunity to find the newness, new partners, new homes, new residences, new employment, because your thinking is a little so rigid. Now, this could just be with the Mercury retrograde occurring, so it could be for just the next few weeks, but try to innovate and think outside of the box, change things up a little bit. Now, I also want to point out that most of these cards will resonate with most of you. The crystal card and the animal totem card are for all Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons for this month. Some of these cards I'm picking up for some Virgos. Some will resonate with you. Keep what resonates, discard the rest. The wisdom of the oracle card is breathe, and it's in a reverse position. And this really kind of goes with that Ice Queen, because it seems that you are waiting on something. You're waiting for something to happen, and it's almost like you're holding your breath. This is what I'm feeling. So don't hold your breath. Don't count the clock and while you're waiting. You have to go and live life, enjoy life. Stop looking over your shoulder. Sorry. I've been talking all night. Stop looking over your shoulder, waiting for that thing to come that you're wanting, and thinking that everywhere you go, every situation that you're in, that thing may show up. You need to relax and breathe. Breathe some new life into yourself, because if you're constantly on edge, overly analytical, overly looking at all the different details of what it is that you're looking for, you're searching for, you're not enjoying life. And that would be not living in the present. You're thinking too far ahead into the future. So please, please, please get out in nature and enjoy the pleasure of the senses and indulge in that, so that you can get uber present. Only live 24 hours at a time if you can. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Only worry about, not even worry, because then that screws up manifestation, but only think about and live out of what's happening right now. So your little mini reading, let's see, we have the Fool. It's in reverse. And this is saying, do not make any unwise, harsh, rash, quick choices right now, especially during the Mercury retrograde. Just stay on solid ground. Keep your footing on the ground. No dives off of the cliff. Otherwise, you will be the fool. This is really not a time for you to be making any big changes, any big decisions. I would wait until December 2nd when we're out of the shadow of Mercury retrograde and Jupiter is moving into Capricorn, which is another sister sign of yours. Then you can, anything that you've been thinking about, then take those leaps of faith. All right, temptation. But you're so tempted to jump the gun and do it now. And I'm telling you, you really need to wait. You just need to hold off a little bit, get your ducks lined up and in order, get your ducks in a row. We're not paying attention to the fine details at this time. And that's typically what Virgo energy would be doing. And during this Mercury retrograde, you're missing some of the details. So don't be tempted to jump the gun. The messenger of Earth is coming up for you. And I love this because you're going to be getting a message just for the Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons that would resonate with the pleasure of the senses, that would resonate with firm foundations, new opportunities, possibly hearing about some money coming in. And I believe the Capricorns I think they got this as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that would also align. I would think that this is coming pretty quickly, possibly once Jupiter moves into Capricorn, because that's when your manifestation and abundance should be picking up. And then I'm going to end it on this note. Please be patient. I know you've been waiting for a long time for the things that you want. But you just have to wait a little bit longer. I think everything is really going to launch for all of you after the 12th of January of 2020, when Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn are all conjunct, coming off of the lunar eclipse. Things are really going to be changing for all of the earth signs. Well, for mostly all of us anyway. Big changes are coming, but just be patient. It's coming. I'm seeing 14, 14, 14. The 14 is when you love and put yourself in the right place with the right people, everything will happen for you just as it's supposed to. So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please share it with your friends. Subscribe, comment me, give me some thumbs up. Be sure to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, obviously YouTube, and on my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. So until December, little Virgos, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you. And I can't get this to turn off. This keeps happening.